Alright guys, so starting from this section of the garden today, this is actually the side of the yard. Alright, so I got the first thing I got right here is let me bring it up closer. This is a butternut squash, and this is the first one they put on so far. Yeah, this guy is not looking too bad, you know. I plant a bunch of stuff in this hole. This is the next butternut squash. And the baby one coming up as well. Yeah, and I also got a watermelon right there, and a tomato. And up here we got spaghetti squash. This guy is running out. This guy is trailing so fast. And also beside of it, I got a small variety of pumpkin. Alright, and this is the next sunflower. This is Lori's sunflower, just putting out its bud. And this is the flower bed that I've made. I cut down a bunch of the flowers yesterday, but you know, it's still looking good so far. Yeah, it was looking so lush yesterday, but you know, you got to keep it on a level or they will just grow non-stop. And I also planted 3 sunflower over here. You know, they're coming up good so far. They're actually the red sunflower. I'm looking forward to see those guys come up. And this is actually the next side of the house. That's the sunflower right there, and this is the next side where the garage is. So down here, this is a zucchini that I've planted right there, you know, just to see what it will do in this spot that doesn't get a lot of sunlight. It seems to be doing good so far, you know. Planted it about 2.5 to 3 weeks ago, and I put some manure around it, so looking forward to see that guy pop up within the next 2 weeks. Yeah, and this is my compost pile. I'm making my own dirt. Oh yeah. Put in all of my scrap plant scraps, and just like I just cover it up, and sometimes I'll just come and mix it up like every month, every 2 weeks. I'll just come and mix it up. I'll just pop this one on top, and that's how it stays. Nothing, I don't do nothing else with it. Going around, these are some tomatoes that I've just put in this pot, and just saying that I'm just gonna leave them and let them do their own thing. I'm not gonna stake them. I'm just gonna give them their water, fertilizer, and all of that. They're just been growing tall. That's a sign of they're not getting enough sunlight. They're just growing tall and not putting on any fruit as yet, but you know, it's an experiment, so I'm just gonna leave it and let it do its own thing. Plants looking good, they're looking healthy, so that's good. These are spinach and popcorn. These are some popcorns that I've planted. I planted 20 seeds and only about 4 of them came up, so they were in this pot. I took them out and put them in this one and removed the dirt from that and use it to plant more stuff in the garden on the hill. This is volunteer tomato. All over the yard I got a lot of volunteer tomato all over the yard. This is one right here, and that's one right there as well, you know. So now we're entering the yard. Don't mind the air conditioner, that thing is extra loud. Yeah. Alright, so right here I got the next butternut squash right here coming up. Looking good so far. Got some mulberry sucker, and I just decided to plant them just to see what come of them right there. Flower doing good so far. And these are tomatillos, but these guys just putting on blossoms and no fruit. I don't know what's going on with them. It's my first time growing them. They just put on a lot of these blossoms and no fruit, nothing to like back it up. Oh yeah. Alright, so this is where I start all my plants. All of them. I got some more straight neck squash to plant. Tomato that I just cut off the shoot and stick in a pot, and there it's growing. Scotch bonnet right here. It's not looking so healthy, but got on fruits. Think I'm gonna put it in a much bigger pot. Yeah. Some more pepper seedlings over there, and that's a beetroot. Got some thyme, mint I should say. Got some mint, thyme over there. Got some onions coming up around this pineapple. And these are Malabar spinach. This is a type of spinach that actually grows like a vine, so it trellises. You know, anything you put it to trellis on, you know, it will go up. As long as you give it the support it needs, that thing will grow viciously. Alright, going over here, I got some onions coming up. The callaloo, the amaranths that was over there, and the garlics, oh, those guys didn't do great. Some bugs came in and destroyed them badly, so I pulled them out, and I think I'm just gonna go ahead and put a bunch of spinach over here. And as you can see, got onions coming up. Oh yeah, not doing too bad. That's good to see. And over here we got beets. Oh yeah, you can see at the bottom right there. Yeah, got some nice ones in this section. We got the carrots over there, tomatoes, these guys showing off. This is a cherry tomato. This is black cherry. And over there I got a sunflower. That's the next red sunflower that just popped in that spot, and he's putting on his first flower. Nice. This is a sweet 1 million. This cherry tomato got on like a million. That's why it got that name, sweet 1 million. Look at that. That thing is loaded. This is a much bigger variety of tomato, and it's been putting on a lot of these blossoms that I know is not gonna bring out any good fruit. So whenever I see them, I just normally just pop them off. This is how, let me let that focus. So that's how a normal tomato flower looks. And look at that one at the top, looking so weird. So I'm just gonna pop that off, you know, and let the plant focus on putting its energy in different better tomato. And this is a cantaloupe. I haven't checked to see if there is any on it because it's been raining like crazy. And as I say that, listen. Oh, that's no joke. Look at the sky. Oh yeah, it's gonna burst. That's why I haven't posted any videos, you know, because it's been raining like non-stop. Like I can't get a chance to come out and like check the garden out. And this is the pepper that the cold did bad, and it's doing great right now. You know, it's putting on a bunch. You can see it's one around there, some more up there. Oh yeah, it's doing good so far. Next cherry tomato. That's a cucamelon, Mexican sour gherkin. Oh yeah. Look on them corns. So I did have two squash plant right here. This is a patty pan squash. I did have a straight neck yellow squash right here, and I got squash beetle. I think that's what they're called. Squash beetle came in and just eat out the root of it. So I'm gonna keep on covering the root of this one, the base of this one, just to make sure, you know, it stays on the ground, and probably that will do the trick. But I'm gonna plant one more right here and keep that well fertilized, and you know, make sure that it's free of bugs. Yeah, these flowers doing great as well on the hill. Look at that. And them corns showing out. Sunflower up there, put out his first flower. Check that out. I got so much corn. These things are loaded. Yeah, so I got a corn harvest coming up soon. As soon as this rain, I can get in the garden. Before this rain, I'm definitely gonna do a corn harvest. Oh yeah. All right, so checking out the next section of the garden now. As you guys know, I've harvested cabbages, and just the next experiment, I'll leave the base of the cabbages just to see what will happen when it grows these little shoots, you know, to see if what it will do, you know, just curious, out of curiosity. So, and I've done it with the red cabbage. I've done it with the red cabbage and also the white one as well. Yep. And here is a much bigger one that's like bunching up over here. So I'm just gonna see what happens, you know. Probably it will form baby cabbage looking like Brussels sprouts, and you know, we could use those in stir fry. That would be pretty cool. Alright, you got the amaranth right here, the callaloo. Bugs have been going at it on these callaloo's, but I got a trick up my sleeve coming for them. I think I'm gonna use some dishwashing liquid and water, you know, and see if that does the trick. Those are small pumpkins as well. Yeah, and this is the next section of the garden. Oh yeah, there's a lot going on over here. So you got, this is the Brandywine tomato. Yeah, doing good so far. I got a next tomato in the back right here. I think that's a cherry tomato, Chef's Choice. Doing great so far as well. The sugar snap is going, basically finish up in their life cycle. I'll leave a bunch on it just to use them for planting. So as soon as these guys finish, I'm definitely going to plant some more. This is an ex lemon sweet pepper. That's the ghost pepper right there, coming up nicely. I chopped off a piece of it the other day with the string trimmer, but you know, it's still got a lot of growth on it. So next, this is a next pepper. I think this is a yellow bell pepper as well. They start off green and then they get yellow. And that's also a volunteer watermelon coming up. I grew a watermelon. That was the only thing I grew on this hill last year, and I got one watermelon from it, and I just decided to toss all the seeds and one plant came back up. So that's pretty, I'm glad that happened. The next tomato right there, that's purple pepper. Let me check if there's any. Yeah, I got one. Got on a bunch of blossoms. Oh yeah. And as you guys know, the sunflower doing its thing up there. Oh yeah. So I'm just gonna leave that until it goes to seed, and I will just harvest it. Probably leave some of the seeds outside for the birds, and you know, take the rest for myself. So right here, these are the sorrel. These are sorrel, yeah, Rosella, and these guys looking good so far. I'm definitely gonna give them some fertilizer this weekend alongside with all of those. These are actually cucumber. That's a watermelon, and that's some more cucumber over there in that corner. That's a Scotch bonnet over there, and that's a habanero. And as you guys can see right here, I got some onions. Yeah, and these onions just bulbing up. I can see the first one poking out of the ground right there. That's pretty cool. We got some eggplant. These eggplant putting on a bunch. Like everybody's like, all right, let's go, let's get ready. Look at that. You know, it might be a lot of work at the beginning, but as soon as you see these plants start putting on a lot of blossoms, a lot of fruit, oh, you feel so great about that. And I'm here for it. And these are all squash. You know, these are just putting out male flowers. So within probably the next week or two, they will start putting out female flower. This one already put out a female flower that got pollinated this morning, so I'm looking forward to pick that fruit sometime within the next 2 days or so. Yeah, this is a sweet potato planted deep in the ground, and it pop up with a bunch of shoots. So I'm just gonna leave it, probably bury the vines each time it grows, while it grows. But yeah, that's fun. The next Irish potato, and that's a tomato that grow voluntarily. Got some more cantaloupe right here that I plan to just let it cascade and go over on the ground. And they're looking good so far, you know, probably because I use the native dirt, which doesn't seem like it got so much nutrients in it, even though I mix it with compost and chicken manure and all that. The stuff that I planted inside of it is not doing great. The stuff that I planted in the black dirt, that was the cabbages, all of the sugar snap, these tomato and pepper right there, those guys are doing great. But these right here, the leaves are looking kind of yellow, and they're just putting out male flowers only. I don't know if that's because of the dirt or what, but that's what I've noticed. All right, so in this bed right here, I've got, these are carrots. These are a type of carrot that grow, you know, different colors, but I only got like 4 plants in there, so I'm not really looking for a lot. You know, most of them died out, which is fine. I got some more carrots down there in the container. Look at that, guys. I got the basil, bushy, the thyme, the rosemary. You know, you can come and pick anything you want. Look at that, so beautiful. I got some more tomato right up here. That was a volunteer tomato as well, and I just pop it in that spot. This is a Trinidad Scorpion hot pepper. This guy's putting on a lot as well. I'm so excited. Oh yeah. And this is an jalapeno. That thing is loaded. That thing ain't playing. Look at that. Oh yeah. And last but not least, right here on the hill, we got that's the next pumpkin that I decided to just let it cascade over underneath the apple tree. And you know, talking about the apple, we do got apple on this tree, so this is one of them. Oh yeah, and there is a good amount of apple on this tree, but just to find them, because oh, here is one more. Yeah, so we do got a bunch of them on it. I don't really like green apple, but whenever they grow, I decided I'm gonna use them to make some juice this year, apple juice. Oh yeah. All right guys, going on, take a look at these plants down here. So these guys not doing so great. They were being eaten by bugs, so I used the dishwashing liquid and water, and that's what stopped the bugs from eating on them. You can see in the middle right here, everything is looking good, but on these ends, everything is all eaten up. So whenever I see like any signs of bugs, you know, I will give that a little treatment again. And also the same thing with these ones over here. And these are all Brussels sprout on the top, and these are over here, these are cauliflower. So these are Brussels sprouts, and those over there are cauliflower. And this right here, this is actually a Scotch bonnet that I planted in the ground. I plant one in a pot and one in the ground just to see which one will do better, and both of them is pretty much doing the same. I haven't seen a difference. Which this one got on more peppers, which they're about the same size, but this one that's planted in the ground actually got on a few more than the one in the container. All right, thanks for watching, guys. You know, like, subscribe, share, you know, so that I can continue making more contents like these for you guys. You know, and corn harvest is coming up soon, so look out for that. Peace.